In a revelation that has triggered a furious response from Washington, the world watched in disbelief as the latest headlines flashed across every major news outlet. The air in the U.S. Capitol grew thick with tension as government officials scrambled to respond to what many are calling the most significant diplomatic shock in recent Caribbean history. The story broke late last night, sending shockwaves through political circles and igniting a firestorm of speculation about the future of American influence in the region. As the sun set over Washington, D.C., the city's iconic skyline was cast in a dramatic light, mirroring the uncertainty now gripping the nation's leaders. The U.S. Capitol, usually a symbol of stability, stood beneath stormy clouds, an apt metaphor for the brewing crisis. At the center of this unfolding drama is former President Donald Trump, who, in a highly publicized press conference, took to the podium with a sense of urgency rarely seen in recent years. Flanked by advisors and facing a barrage of questions from the press, Trump revealed what he described as a game-changing development: the existence of a secret pact between the governments of Trinidad and Jamaica. According to Trump, this clandestine agreement was forged in utmost secrecy, away from the prying eyes of traditional allies and without the knowledge of the United States. The pact, he claimed, represents a direct challenge to America's long-standing role as the dominant power in the Caribbean. As Trump spoke, a map behind him highlighted the strategic locations of Trinidad and Jamaica, underscoring the significance of this alliance. The Caribbean, long considered America's backyard, now appeared to be slipping from its grasp, as two of its most influential island nations charted a new course, one that could reshape the balance of power in the entire hemisphere. Details of the pact, as revealed by Trump and later corroborated by investigative journalists, point to a sweeping economic and security alliance between Trinidad and Jamaica. The two nations have agreed to coordinate on a range of issues, from digital currency initiatives and trade agreements to joint naval patrols and intelligence sharing. By bypassing traditional hemispheric partners, including the United States, they're signaling a bold new era of regional cooperation, one that prioritizes Caribbean interests above all else. Government officials from both countries were seen shaking hands in a Caribbean city, their national flags displayed side by side as a symbol of unity. Analysts believe that this alliance could pave the way for greater economic independence, technological innovation, and enhanced security across the region. However, it also raises serious questions about the future of U.S.-Caribbean relations and whether other nations might follow suit. As digital currency graphics flashed across maps of the Caribbean and naval ships patrolled tropical waters, it became clear that the world is witnessing the birth of a new geopolitical reality, one that could have far-reaching consequences for years to come. At the heart of the recently uncovered pact lies a bold and unprecedented economic initiative, one that has the potential to reshape the financial landscape of the Caribbean region for decades to come. This alliance, forged quietly behind closed doors by some of the most influential leaders in the Caribbean, represents a significant departure from the status quo and signals a new era of regional cooperation and ambition. The leaders, representing a diverse array of island nations, have come together with a shared vision: to assert greater economic independence and to chart a course that is less reliant on external powers, particularly the United States. Central to this vision is the creation of a brand new, resource-backed digital currency. Unlike traditional cryptocurrencies, which are often criticized for their volatility and lack of tangible backing, this digital currency is designed to be anchored in the real, physical wealth of the Caribbean. The plan is to leverage cutting-edge blockchain technology to ensure transparency, security, and efficiency in every transaction. The digital currency will be accessible to both governments and private citizens, aiming to foster financial inclusion and innovation across the region. By embracing digital finance, the Caribbean hopes to leapfrog outdated banking systems and position itself at the forefront of the global fintech revolution. What sets this initiative apart is its unique foundation. The currency will be directly backed by the region's most valuable natural resources. Specifically, Trinidad and Tobago's vast reserves of natural gas and Jamaica's rich bauxite deposits will serve as the backbone of this new financial instrument. These resources, long exported to foreign markets, will now play a pivotal role in supporting the value and stability of the digital currency. This approach not only provides a tangible guarantee for the currency's worth, but also incentivizes sustainable management and development of the Caribbean's natural assets. By tying their economic future to their own resources, these nations are taking a bold step towards self-determination. The ultimate goal of this resource-backed digital currency is to transform the way trade is conducted within the Caribbean. By providing a stable and trusted medium of exchange, the alliance aims to facilitate seamless commerce between member states, reducing transaction costs and eliminating the need for costly currency conversions. Perhaps most significantly, this new system is designed to operate independently of the United States dollar, which has long dominated trade and finance in the region. By bypassing the dollar, Caribbean nations hope to insulate themselves from external economic shocks and assert greater control over their own financial destiny. The new trade routes and payment systems envisioned by the alliance could fundamentally alter the balance of economic power in the Western Hemisphere. This bold move is seen by many as a direct challenge to American financial dominance. For decades, the United States has wielded enormous influence over the Caribbean through its control of the dollar and its central role in global banking. By launching a resource-backed digital currency and building an independent financial infrastructure, the Caribbean Alliance is sending a clear message: they are ready to take their economic future into their own hands. While the road ahead is fraught with challenges, the determination and unity displayed by these nations mark the beginning of a new chapter in Caribbean history, one defined by innovation, resilience, and a renewed sense of sovereignty. Furthermore, Trump detailed a comprehensive security agreement within the Pact, which not only includes intelligence sharing but also a strong commitment to joint naval patrols and coordinated maritime operations to ensure regional safety. This move creates a new independent security architecture in the Caribbean, one that operates outside of the traditional framework led by the United States, effectively sidelining Washington from a key strategic area and signaling a significant shift in regional power dynamics. The United States' response to this shocking revelation has been one of immediate and unrestrained fury, echoing through the halls of power in Washington, D.C. As news of the secret alliance broke, the White House was thrown into a flurry of emergency meetings, with top advisors and security officials scrambling to assess the full scope of the situation. The president, flanked by senior cabinet members, addressed the nation in a somber televised statement, calling the development an unprecedented challenge to American interests and global stability. The mood in the Capitol was tense, with a palpable sense of urgency as lawmakers from both parties demanded swift and decisive action. Top officials, visibly shaken, have not minced words, labeling the alliance a blatant geopolitical betrayal. In closed-door sessions, intelligence briefings painted a picture of a rapidly shifting landscape, with the United States suddenly finding itself outmaneuvered in a region long considered its strategic backyard. The sense of betrayal was compounded by the fact that some of the countries involved had, until recently, been close diplomatic partners. Headlines across major news outlets blared warnings of a new era of uncertainty, and the phrase geopolitical earthquake quickly began trending on social media. In response, the administration has threatened a range of severe economic and diplomatic consequences. Sanctions packages are reportedly being drafted at lightning speed, targeting not only the governments involved, but also key industries and financial institutions that may have facilitated the alliance. Senior diplomats have been dispatched to allied capitals around the world, seeking to rally support for a coordinated response. Meanwhile, the State Department has issued stern warnings to the countries involved, making it clear that there will be a heavy price to pay for what is being described as a direct affront to American leadership. Economic markets have already begun to react, with stock indices dipping and investors bracing for potential disruptions in trade and investment flows. This secret alliance has instantly redrawn the lines of power in the Americas, sending shockwaves through diplomatic circles and intelligence agencies alike. The balance of influence, once firmly tilted in favor of the United States, now appears to be in flux. Analysts are warning that this could mark the beginning of a new era of competition and rivalry in the Western Hemisphere, with long-term implications for security, trade, and regional cooperation. The Caribbean, often overlooked in global power struggles, has suddenly become the epicenter of a high-stakes geopolitical contest. Maps are being redrawn in real time, as policymakers and strategists scramble to understand the full ramifications of this dramatic shift. To navigate this complex and ever-changing landscape of secret pacts and global power shifts, it is more important than ever to stay informed and vigilant. The world is witnessing a rapid transformation, with alliances forming and dissolving at a pace rarely seen in modern history. Global leaders are holding emergency summits, while intelligence agencies work around the clock to gather information and anticipate the next moves of their rivals. In the Caribbean, government buildings buzz with activity as officials weigh their options and consider the potential benefits and risks of aligning with new partners. The rise of digital currencies and new financial networks is adding another layer of complexity, as nations seek to insulate themselves from potential sanctions and economic retaliation. In this environment, access to the most current and reliable information is not just a luxury, it's a necessity. With events unfolding at breakneck speed, staying ahead of the curve requires constant vigilance and a willingness to adapt to new realities. Newsrooms are working overtime to provide up-to-the-minute coverage, while analysts and experts offer their insights on what these developments mean for the future of the region and the world. For individuals, businesses, and policymakers alike, the ability to quickly process and act on new information could make the difference between success and failure in this volatile new era. That's why it's crucial to stay connected with trusted sources that can break down these complex issues and provide clear, actionable guidance. By subscribing to our channel and ringing the notification bell, you ensure that you'll never miss our essential guides, in-depth analyses, and timely updates on the stories that matter most. Our team is dedicated to bringing you the latest developments, expert interviews, and behind-the-scenes insights that you won't find anywhere else. Whether you're a policy enthusiast, a business leader, or simply someone who wants to stay informed about the forces shaping our world, we're here to help you make sense of it all. So, don't miss out. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell right now. Join our growing community of engaged viewers who are committed to understanding the world's most pressing issues. With every update, you'll be better equipped to navigate the challenges and opportunities of this rapidly changing global landscape. Stay informed, stay empowered, and stay ahead with us.